Hello, welcome to the Only Nugs channel. Oh, I guess I didn't start the stream avatar, so let me get that going while I'm staring at my stream. Oh, and that's what I get for drawing in vertical. Everything always wants to convert back to horizontal, but it is how I prefer to draw, so let me get that up right now. So while I was offline, I did notice I had another sub, so thank you, Tatame. I don't think you're on right now, but if you manage to watch this back ever, really appreciate the sub. Every single person that has, supported so far, whether through subbing or watching, following, or just lurking, I really appreciate every single person who shows up. All right, let's see here. Hey Mocap, how's your day going? How are things? Hope you're having a lovely day. So what we're going to be doing today is, oh good, and me, so I'm mostly good. The one thing that is going to probably impact me more and more in this room as summer comes along is there is, this is a historic home that I'm living in, which means it's like, it gets really hot as the weather gets warmer and warmer, and so I'm already starting to sweat. So hence the tank top. Yeah, I am pretty terrified given it's May, what it's gonna be like here in July and August. I've gone through it before, and let me tell you, it is tricky, but ultimately I am having a wonderful day. I am drawing a Hekaton. So what a Hekaton is, so my boyfriend and I, we recently played this game called Aeon Trespass. I'm not sure if you or anyone else is familiar with it, but it's one of those insane campaign board games where you can easily play between like 50 to, I don't know, 150 hours if you really wanted to. There's multiple cycles, and for each of the cycles, there's different primordial bosses and villains that you have to fight against. And the Hekaton for Aeon Trespass is like your first big boss that you get to fight over and over again. And basically what he is he's just a bunch of hands. I think I should be able to, yeah, so here we go. This is what it looks like. This is an actual game piece. That's my hand in the image here. But we like to paint figures in our free time. And this Hekaton is one of the first ones that we painted. Actually, I contributed minimal to this painting, so I can't even take credit for that. Oh, I don't have a Discord yet. I need to figure that out. Whoops. Sorry, I know every time someone does that, I'm like, I need to get that set up, and I haven't. So that's a me problem. I actually am very active on Discord, and I don't know about others. I think I have like, I'm scared to tell people how many Discord servers I'm part of. I would guess upwards of 40 or 50. Yeah, I think upwards of 40 or 50 servers. So I'm usually on Discord overload. So limit is 100. I know. But the problem is I don't even check half of them, but I get notified every single day. So I need to figure out, let me tell you what. Once I clean up my Discord servers that I'm part of, I need to organize them into folders. Then we shall look at a Discord. But yes, send you a Twitch DM. Okay, I'll do that after the stream. Actually, you might need to remind me. But we're gonna have a semi-short stream today. So right now it's 2:47 p.m. Actually, since I am thinking about it, I'll send you a DM right now because I tell you, I'm gonna forget. Nice sketch. Thank you. You are welcome to add me. Oh wait, I can't. It's not letting me DM you from this interface in OBS, but I'll come find you after the stream and I'll figure out a whole Discord scenario. But I definitely need to organize, because I can tell you right now, if I were to have a Discord, I would be pretty unresponsive, just because the amount of overwhelming that occurs there today. But yes, this is gonna be my Hekaton. I'm actually using a marker brush, and the reason for that is I find that when I use like a very fat and grimy brush, similar to if I were sketching with a Sharpie, I'm much more likely to not worry about the details at this point in time. I do care about the details, I just don't want to focus solely on them right now. I do think that this is so funny, because one of the things that I think myself and some other artists complain about pretty frequently is drawing hands. Drawing hands when you're not good at drawing hands is painful, laborious, and hard. So I think when when the time comes to draw hands, we try to avoid it. But where I am right now, oh my gosh, yeah. So where I am right now is just, so where I am right now is mostly just trying to practice drawing hands and trying to get the most of this Hekaton that I can. I'm not worrying so much about the muscles yet, but I do think that as I add more and more details, that it should come through. But right now, it's just going to be a rough sketch, because I want to make sure that I'm getting through more or less of the gist of this very handsy Hekaton. But yes, if anyone likes board games here, and you like heavy campaign board games, I definitely can recommend this very intense sort of board game to folks. But if, of course, that's not your style, if you don't like those sorts of intense board games that are like 150 hours long, because it's just like, it's too much, man, that's okay. You can just enjoy the art. That's what I would say to that. But yeah, I'm not going too crazy on the hand gestures for this, because again, I am not good at drawing hands, so we're just gonna look at our own hands. We're gonna look at our own hands and practice a little bit. One thing that, I don't know if anyone noticed, so I am notorious for Asian time, which is why I was late in starting today's stream, but also because I was on Leona's stream, and Leona is one of our lovely art community members here, and she just hit affiliate today, so that was super exciting. So that is why I ended up starting the stream about 30 minutes late today. Point being, I feel like I had a legitimate excuse for not showing up right on time. But yes, oh gosh, this is where it gets kind of tricky. Does that look right? I don't know if anyone else uses their hands constantly as references, but it is about the zooming out. So if it doesn't look good zoomed in, I think that's okay. Once we add color, more line weight and details, it should start to come together a little bit more. But yes. But yeah, you know, let me know if anyone in chat or lurking or following enjoys board games. And of course, there's no pressure to like them. If you do not like board games, I feel like I can confess comfortably that I've not always been a board game person. For much of my life, I actually found them really difficult to get into, because I always felt like rule books were really, really stressful. Like, oh my gosh, all the rule books in the world and pages, especially when the rule book is like this thick, that feels intimidating. So thankfully, thankfully there are a lot of YouTube videos nowadays that really, I think, improve the onboarding experience when it comes to starting a game for the very first time. So I think that that has helped tremendously. But for much of my life, other than like the classics, like if you were to play, I think Monopoly, that one is a pretty like old classic. Not that I like Monopoly. Monopoly is stressful. I think I'm trying to think of some of the old, other classic games from the from my childhood, like maybe Sorry. Was that a game? I think Sorry was a game. Scrabble was definitely a game I played growing up, and that one I didn't like dislike too much. I'm trying to think what other games I played. Um, I guess Shoots and Ladders is one, right? I don't think I was very good at that one either. Oh, and Candyland. Oh, that was a super cute game back in the days. I don't know if anyone here, like, is that something that kids these days still play? Like Candyland? I think I really enjoyed the really cute and colorful sort of games back in the day. But I really can't remember. I think around college is when Settlers of Catan started being really popular. Oh, college for me, so I guess that probably dates my age a little bit. Oops. But yeah, college, Settlers of Catan became kind of like the big game that everyone was playing. And I think from there, I'm trying to think here. I didn't really like to play many other games. I think Cards of Humanity was one that ended up being really big at the time. But I don't think I ever got into Cards of Humanity much, and the reason is actually really silly. I didn't ever get into it primarily because I feel like I wasn't very pop culture in tune, so I felt like there was no way that I was going to come up with anything that people could easily relate to or think was funny. I think the whole point of the game is like people think your answers are silly, and you know, they vote on. I think they vote on your combination of cards, but yeah, I didn't have any good combinations, so I just felt like that was a losing game for me. I'm thinking about how I want to ball up this fist. I have to look at my own fist for a second. So like the thumb is down here, and there's like a lot of, I guess, folds, skin folds. Is that what they're called? But yeah, this is gonna be real rough. I already know it, but that's probably okay. We're getting lots of good practice just by showing up and trying our best. I think that is probably a good mindset to have. I don't think anyone got good at drawing hands overnight, and I'm not one to be an exception. Not everyone is special or extremely innately talented when it comes to drawing, just drawing in general. And I do think that I am someone who probably begs for a lot of practice. Like, I would not be doing well at all without practice. This actually makes no sense now that I'm looking at it. But this is what this is, right? This is my practice. So lots of erasing, lots of trial and error, lots of mistakes, which is, I think, is just fine. But yeah, as I figure this out, we will make some good progress. That does look like a very strange hand, though, but we'll figure it out. Wait, this is like a very extra fisty hand without a thumb, because we haven't drawn the thumb yet. I thought I had the eraser on. All right, the thumb is going to be probably a pain for me, but the way it comes up is like here, and then it actually covers, I think. Let me think about how I want to do this. I still haven't gotten one of those hand things either. I think a lot of artists, they get the hand, the palm pads. I don't even know what they're called. See, the reason why I haven't bought one, I don't even know what they're called. But yeah, I have not gotten one of those, and that is an extremely, extremely rough fist. I'm sure we can help it out a little later, but we'll clean it up later. And if there are any hand gurus who really know how to draw hands in chat, I am always open to feedback. Like I said, this is something that I desire to get better at, but one of the things I know is a weakness of mine, most certainly a character flaw of mine, is I don't enjoy practicing. And when I don't enjoy practicing, it means that I need to be doing something to get the repetition. And so I struggle to be someone who literally sits at their desk for 3 or 4 hours just practicing hands until I'm good at it. That's just not me. I know my weaknesses, and that's definitely one. But what I am good at is when I have something in mind that I want to draw, trying to do my best to continue to push at it and put in the hours to make that drawing not crappy. And so that is what I'm doing today. Yeah, sometimes I wish I could have like 2 references so I could show you like, this is the Hekaton, this is the overall piece that I'm going for. But yeah, we can switch back to the image. Yeah, my hands are not going to be as dimensional as this picture that I've taken. As you can see in this board game piece, the hands are like very dynamic in different forms. And I think what I'm going to start off with is just basic, like fist close, hands open, and just practice doing this a lot. I think as I start to get the hang of doing those pieces, maybe this can be something I revisit in like a few months. Or I know that a lot of artists do like, here's me in 2021, here's me in 2023, and I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that simply because, well, I mean, hopefully everyone with repetition makes progress, and, I would hope that I would make that sort of progress, but who knows? I mean, only time and practice will tell. Sometimes, though, I have also seen that artists change their style, so where they are today as a artist may not necessarily be how their art is even a year later. So I think that could be really interesting as well. That sort of growth. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey Leona. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, all the bombs. All the intense bombs. Hello, hello. Hey, Kaito. Hey, Jackson. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see the crew. Man, how did the mermaid end up? I know that you were making really good progress with the Star Wars theme. Leia, the you Leia mermaid. What is going on? I'm guessing, Giant Sherman, you just got out of your meeting. Leona just dropped in a raid, so that was fun. But yeah, what I was saying early in the stream, oh my gosh, I cannot do this. I can't do a hand other than the hands that are like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, that was an extra finger, but you get an idea, right? So just to give a overview for those that just showed up, I don't think there's anyone who just dropped in that I don't know, so I'm not going to do a formal introduction here, but what I will say is one of my pastimes that I really love to do is play board games. I have really nerdy, is nerdy the right word? Really nerdy YouTube videos on board games. If anyone likes board games, and these are like not your average like 30-minute board games. Typically it's like, like 50 hours for a single cycle of the campaign. And one of the games that we just played, the one where this piece is from, that's my hand. This is me taking a photo of one of the pieces that we painted, is called Aeon Trespass. And Aeon Trespass is a very maybe borderline dark game. I mean, you're fighting this primordial monster that's all hands. Leona says, I love Monopoly and Scrabble board games. Yeah, so I was actually just saying I couldn't think of the games I was playing when I was growing up, but I played definitely Monopoly, and I know that I owned Scrabble. Oh, I guess I owned Boggle too. They had different Boggles where, you know, you could have the cans where you could shake them up, and like wherever the, I guess, the cubes of letters fell, you could win that way. Kaito says, looks so cool and dope. Let me tell you, the moment I decided I was going to draw this, I like half got excited and half instantly regretted my decision, but I also know that I am someone who hates to practice. So this one I'll get lots of hand practice, and if I keep doing this over and over again, maybe one day I'll actually be good at drawing hands. But right now, all my hands always look like, they look like, do you know, what are those called? The sticky, there's a name for them. The sticky, stretchy things where if you slap them, they like stick to the wall. Those are what my hands look like right now. What are those called? Does anyone know? It's specifically the sticky hands. Oh my gosh, I don't know what they're called. Slap something probably. But yeah, we used to get them and they... Oh, that's so nostalgic. Oh no, Kaito, don't... You're showing your age too now. Hey Mushy Pots, how are you? How is your day going? Thank you for the hearts. But yes, if anyone can think of what those names are, the name of that thing is called, is you slap them and then they stick to the wall, or yeah, and then they would get furry because people's homes had carpet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know, Jackson, like probably slappers or something. You always got those as a kid. Yeah, I can't remember the name of them. So anyway, I want to go back to that image I had just I had uploaded just so folks would know where this is coming from. But let's see. I don't know what one of the things I struggle to do. Maybe I'll just take a photo of my hand right now. Like, this is like super. What's the word? Meta? Is that the? No, it's not meta. That's not the word I'm looking for. But like, I'm taking a photo of OBS, and it's just like so silly. All right. But yes, sometimes I take a photo of my hands, and I kind of use that as just as a reference. What am I thinking? Gosh, reference. But yeah, I can't speak today. That is super not proportional too. Look, it's like claw-like. What I should have done is probably drawn my square, just like we did in school. Like, here's my square. All right, now that I got my square, I'm gonna draw probably like a slight curved hand here. Maybe just kind of like how my hand was a second ago. Draw blocks for hands and then fix it later. But yeah. That's along the right lines. And this is, oh, you just Googled it. It's called sticky hands or sticky slap hands. Oh my gosh. I mean, was that the first thing that came up? Just like sticky hands that you used to play with? That, like what was the Google prompt? What did you type to get that right away? That's pretty impressive. I'll probably trace over this, so I don't even know why I'm erasing this. I think it's just because I have issues looking at extra lines. I don't know what it is. Like, I know I'm going to trace this later, so there's no need for me to do that. And yet, I still felt the need to do that. But there should be some sort of curvature up there, because I think this is the palm, even though it looks like this is open hand the other way, but hopefully that makes sense. It almost looks like Makai from Wrath of Titans. I don't know that one. Did I say that right? Makai from Wrath of Titans? Sticky slapping hands. There's YouTube videos of them too. A giant one would be so fun. Oh my gosh. I am someone who, don't judge me. I am someone, well, you can judge me. I am someone who likes to annoy people. So I feel like a giant sticky slappy hand would be great fun to annoy people. Yeah, you love my emojis. I'm actually excited. So it took a little while for them to show up, but I got a few of them in. I think there might be a couple that I still need to get approved, but I only uploaded the gush emojis into Twitch yesterday because that's all I had the time for. I also have some of Susu and Snugface, the other two kitties that show up in my about and bio, and I'll probably get those in there at some point in time. Oh my gosh. You used to roll yours in the dirt and slap each other. That's like that's like next level, like wanting to annoy people. That's like, oh my god. I thought I was like, you know, let me annoy my friends. I know how to do this well. No, I got showed up. Like, that wins for sure. Like, why are you rolling this sticky slap hand in the dirt and throwing it at your friends? That's wild. All right, let's see. Let's maybe this way. Gosh. This is why I tried to use a marker. I was mentioning this earlier. I try to use the marker brush because it's so thick and ugly. It's supposed to help me, because at least I'm really good with this on physical paper. When I draw on actual, like traditionally, like Post-its, paper, sketchbook with Sharpie, I'm less likely to get hung up in the details. But I think because I don't know. I guess it's because with digital, it's so easy to just erase that I still get hung up on erasing all the time. Like, I should just focus on not the details, but I definitely do that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That pinky is giant. And then I guess the thumb is either inside or outside. But like, there's our thumb, I guess. That doesn't even make sense, the way that I drew it. That's rough. That's extremely rough. Alright, I think I'm getting hung up on the details again. LOL, we played with ours until they were too full of solid crap that they didn't stretch or stick to anything. Oh yeah, they just became like dirt hands. That's actually so funny though. Oh my goodness. If you had to think back to the most nostalgic thing from your childhood, what would that be? It doesn't have to be the sticky hands. It could be like, I don't know, it could be your first game, it could be a Game Boy, it could be a Tamagotchi, it could be Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I mean, I'm basically sharing out my childhood at this point. I didn't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I had Pokemon cards. But, you know, what is something you're extremely nostalgic for when you reflect back on childhood fun play toys? And y'all can think about that for a moment. You don't have to answer right away. Sometimes it takes a minute to think about things. Oh, Leona's already got it. She said OG Pokemon cards. That's what we would trade on the bus in school. That's actually so cool though, because like I didn't have anyone to trade cards with on the school bus. I remember showing up on the back of the school bus in 6th grade with my Pokemon Red game guide from Nintendo Power, I think is what it was. And I definitely got made fun of. And, you know, it's a different time for kids today because I think it's actually not something that people necessarily bully people about these days, although I guess there can be a bully for anything. But yeah, I definitely had people like ask to see my my Pokemon Red guide, and I got super nervous. I was like, please don't tear this thing. I'm gonna cry if you do. And it was a very stressful experience. But no, they did not. Just for the record, the kids on the bus did not tear up my guide. They were, I mean, I can't say it was good, like they were kind. It wasn't like they were kind. It was just, they didn't go that far. Thank goodness. Maybe if they did, I would have become an evil villain. Oh my gosh. Maybe like we avoided something just crazy because, you know, they were super nice. They were like, oh, okay. They looked at it and they handed it back. Maybe they just like prevented my villain story, my villain arc from starting. Because I feel like I'm a very nice person. That could have gone the other way if they had, you know, I don't know, torn up that guide or something. Leona says the big kids would trick us out of our mint gold, holographic, and silver cards since they knew how important they were. No, they wouldn't. That's not nice. Did they really? Man, that really sucks. Was there any gold, holo, or silver cards that you were like, crap, those were the ones that I wanted? Or I wish I knew about them. But yeah, if anyone else has anything else that they're nostalgic for, let me know. I'm trying to think what else I am nostalgic for. Well, that looked weird. I think I kind of overdid it. I think it's this angle here that looks so strange. But I guess it doesn't matter. It's a monster. It can look strange. I'm gonna leave it. As soon as I put down the stroke, I'm gonna leave it. All right, that's gonna be my weird hand, and it's gotta come from here, so that means it's gonna just come like this. It's gonna cover up this. I don't know why there's a hand coming out from there, but it is. It's definitely coming out. We're gonna make it a little smaller because I think the proportions are wrong too. All right, I think we need more small hands because there are so many coming out of this Hekaton. Actually, I should probably finish out that. Maybe that comes in like that. Maybe a small hand coming out this way, like a little itty bitty hand. Little itty bitty arm. You became hip soon once you paid attention to what they were trying to do. Oh yeah. Yeah, anyone who's like protecting like people from getting bullied, usually you become hip with some sort of crowd. I think so anyway. Like maybe not with the maybe not always with like the crowd that you want, or I don't know if people want to be friends with bullies, but for sure, yeah, if you're saying, hey, they're trying to take our stuff, like, I think you're doing a good service for everyone. This one's giving a thumbs up. Oh, I don't think that's what I meant to do. We're not going to give it a thumbs up. It needs to be terrifying. Can you imagine this Hekaton just be like, ta-da! I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, let me try a different hand pose, and then I ended up with a thumbs up. Okay, wait, let's see. Let's look at that again. I really did that. That's embarrassing. We're not doing that. We're gonna erase that. Erase, erase, erase. Ay, ay, ay. Kaito says probably a Tamagotchi. Listening. Oh my gosh, listening to Avril Lavigne. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I definitely listened to Avril Lavigne in my most, I guess, basic emo period. I think it was very short, like my middle school days. But I was like, I'm gonna wear like ripped up shirts and I'm gonna be like a skater girl. I did at some point in time, because my brother had a skateboard, tried to board the skateboard, and yeah, that was a travesty. So that era ended pretty quick. Jackson says, I wish someone told child me to take care of my cards. I know I had good ones, but a majority of them are lost now. No. Oh my gosh. Is there anything salvageable? Like, would you have placed them anywhere where you can go back? I love how everyone's saying Pokemon cards, and we've got these little cute Pokemon right at the bottom. I do like that a lot. Yeah, I loved my Tamagotchi, but I think anything that requires me to do something every single day, just like, that's, I don't know, it's difficult. So I think I pretty much failed. Sorry, I'm taking another photo of my hand right now. I pretty much failed right off like the bat because it is just hard. But yeah, I did not keep up with my Tamagotchi. In fact, anything that required upkeep, I probably ended up failing pretty quickly. And let me know if this is too old for some of y'all, but did anyone ever have a Neopet? Because I definitely had my Neopets, and they were always starving and sad because I didn't play with them, and they, yeah, I just let them starve. They were 100% always hungry, and I couldn't even go to the soup kitchen because I had more money than like whatever the minimum was. But yeah, that's what that makes me think of when you say Tamagotchi. I'm like, speaking of Tamagotchi, I did a horrible job with keeping my Neopets alive. Actually, this image here is cracking me up because this pose right here with the hand is like me checking my nails. It's like, is this good? Jackson said, I was never really into Neopets. The original site is still up. I mean, minus the homepage. It's probably very easily hackable because I don't think they did a good job preparing their security. Like, they've barely updated it over the last, how long has it been? 20, 25 years? Leona says she hated Neopets. I always lost mine, or my sisters thought mine were theirs. I don't know how we looked at those little screens. Little screens? I thought Neopets was on a desktop. Yeah, Neopets I thought was like, it was just during the time of Flash. Remember when everyone thought Flash was the future, and then Adobe acquired Flash and then it died? I don't know if anyone here is into Adobe or design history, but yeah, that happens every time Adobe acquires something. It usually dies. Yeah, so if anyone is like, and I'm not talking about like homegrown Adobe products. That is a whole other case. But Adobe is pretty notorious for having or acquiring products and then either letting their other products cannibalize their products or just not updating them. A classic example is actually Adobe Flash, Adobe Dreamweaver, because Flash used to be Macromedia Flash, I think. Somebody like Giant Shermer may know more about design history than me. Let's see. I did like the HTML stuff to change the profile page for Neopets. Yes. Okay. I want to talk about that for a second. So before there was phones and all these coding apps and coding schools, there was Neopets, there was MySpace, there was LiveJournal, there was Zanga, and this is where I feel like millennials and zillennials learned how to code by modifying their personal page and customizing it. They did not like maybe learn how to code the way that kids today do, but they would go into the HTML and CSS and just make basic changes to learn the very basics of styling a page. So I think it's interesting that you said that, Kaito. Leona says, or maybe I'm thinking of Tamagotchi. Oh yeah, Tamagotchi is the one in the tiny little screens. They're like this big, and you have to take care of them every day. Those are the ones that mine always died. Yeah, I could not keep one alive. Do we need more hands? I think we have a lot of hands. We gotta come back to it later. I do know that the inside of this thing, it looks like this crazy, creepy vertebrae. I don't know why it looks like that, but I think once we get into doing more of the fancy line art, I'll probably do that. And then also for this hand here, in the actual, I think, board game piece, it's like it's like a train of cows. I don't know. I can't tell if like whenever people come up with these concepts, they like are a little bit humorous, or if they're just like, why not have it carry like a and I don't even know how to draw cows, but I'm gonna just draw like a little head right here. This is gonna be my little cow. It's more like a sheep, but we're gonna fix it later. See, and then like another cow, like right here. Like, but why are the cows attached to each other? Like, I don't know. It's like they're hugging one another. Like, here's another cow. Again, I don't know why the board game piece has it done like this, but it's so funny. And I think it's supposed to be horror, but it's actually really funny to me. Here's another cow. It looks like a horse, but it's a cow. Trust me, it's a cow. We probably need one more for that, the full train of cows. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I was super nostalgic for growing up. I definitely played a ton of Legos. I don't know if anyone here is a Legos fan. I'm still a Legos fan. But we would always build homes and actually play house with Legos. Like, I know people had doll houses and played at house and tea parties with their stuffed animals. We did a lot of role-playing and storylines through Legos. That was something that my family did, and we really enjoyed. So, oh my gosh. This train of cows is so silly. Why are they hugging each other? I know I don't have to draw it exactly like how the board game piece is, but I do. This is one of my favorite parts is, do cows have ears? I'm giving them horse ears, I think. This one's an extra big cow. Maybe a tail or something. All right. I guess it's showing the size of the cows. Do they need to be bigger? This makes it seem like this guy is like humongous. And maybe he is. Maybe he really is that big. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Just so it's not lost on what they are. But yeah, there's some cows here. We'll color them in. All right, let's see here. I think we need some terrain, some really rough terrain. I've already sketched out some semblance of a rough terrain with my marker. Does that look like a cliffside? I don't know. Probably. Good enough. Here, we'll switch it up so it doesn't just look like one thing over and over again. Okay. Do, do cows have ears? Oh my gosh. So I know they have ears, but what I meant is like, you know, like, do they have ears that stick up like this? And I was giving them the sticky up ears. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, you can quote me on that. Do cows have ears? Do you guys remember the milk carton that's supposed to moo? What? Wait, is that a serious question or is that a joke with a punchline? Because the way I'm reading it, it could be both. Like, hey, do you guys remember the milk carton that's supposed to moo? Punchline. Whatever that might be. Let me know. If you... yeah, if it is a punchline, let me know. Let me know. I guess if his hand is like on these rocks, I probably should have like a bunch of rubble. Like, oh, he crushed these rocks with his bare hands. Everything is like destruction. Blah. Everything's terrible. Actually, hold on. Let me think about how I want to do this. Maybe that's too aggressive. Something like that. Actually, no. I think I do the thing early this time. Okay, hold on. I got it. This is like our mini landslide. I probably should have done, honestly, what I could have done instead of these outdoor terrains is I probably could have done it like a messy city. I could do a city in the background. Like he's leaving the destruction of some sort of city behind. I mean, not to spoil the board game or anything, but he is basically like destroying all the townhomes and whatnot. And leaving a bunch of destruction in the wake of its path. My multi-layer little... No, I don't think I like that. We're going back to the slightly landslide feel. That's fine. We'll figure out terrain later. I say that as I'm like adding more details. It's like a carton that you have to open to win money. I remember never winning. I actually don't know that. I can't think of what that is. I remember the Jack in the Box. Wait, it's called Jack in the Box, right? It's like the little things that you pull out, and didn't they have like silly jokes or something? I remember that. But by the way, I just realized who we're missing in chat today. We're missing Clump, who has been asking for the Pokemon to come back for like a week now. Because I was traveling last week and didn't have OBS. And yeah, like we're missing Clump. Where's Clump? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just made a mess. I forgot that, oof. I forgot I used this paper towel. Oh, that was embarrassing. I just did that on the stream too. I picked up the paper towel that I was using earlier to clean up a mess, and now I have made more of a mess on my table. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's remember her. Hey, maybe what we'll do this week, actually I'll do this right now since I'm remembering, because I forgot to do this last time. So I'm gonna open rev.gg because it's a minute since I've been doing this. Let's do badges, create new drop. So something that I've been doing in the past, actually let me, I'll explain it in a second. Let's do a placeholder. What are we commemorating? We're gonna commemorate, I think I could change the name. Hekaton derivative. What What do I want people to remember about this drop? Community, I guess Twitch, Twitch community hangout while we practice drawing hands through the lens of monsters. All right, that's close enough for a placeholder. Create placeholder. And I think we could do this right now. Hekaton derivative, number of minutes. Customize? No, we're gonna turn that off. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Let me see if this works. Go. Does this work? You have to go and start training soon. Okay. All right. No worries at all. If you wait about 30 seconds, oh, actually, I'll just add your name to this manually. So what's going on right now is, let me switch over to just chatting and share my screen really quick. Hopefully this will make sense soon. So for those of you that are fairly new to this, something that I used to do, and by used to, I mean just, I started this like maybe a month or two ago. Let's see, does this show up? So basically as I create art pieces, and this isn't for every single art piece, but because I think it's frowned upon to constantly do this for every single piece of art or stream that you do. It's supposed to reward people that are participating in your streams, but this is something I did previously, which means that some of you haven't minted the second stream, but each time I finish out a piece of work, for those that are present, they are able for that week to collect as long as they're here. And so what I basically do is take my artwork and then I make it into a cool little token, and you can basically collect it as a badge for being here and participating as a part of the stream. So this is what we did for the first couple, and I haven't done it in a little bit. You can see a couple, like I said, a couple people haven't redeemed it yet. So if you were here for this piece, you should probably mint it before it expires on the 27th. If you were here for this piece, you should probably make sure that you also mint this before the 20th. But what I'm going to do and what I'm working on right now is, it's taking a minute to do this, and I don't know why. But what I'll do is, if it takes too long to launch today's placeholder badge, what I'll do is I'll just manually add folks who are present here to make sure that later in the week they can claim it. But yes, as we finish out this piece of drawing, if you were here, then I'll add you to a list. It's a little bit difficult, so if you are lurking for any reason and you're worried that I'm gonna miss you, just drop a hello in chat. Usually I just pull from the chat on who's here because I can't tell in the viewers who's a bot versus a lurker. Or if you're shy and you don't want to chat in chat to make sure that you are included in this badge pickup, you can always reach out to me via DMs on any of my social channels to be like, hey, I was there, whatnot. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that folks knew about that. I don't know what's taking so long to launch this badge, so but yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, do what the bot says, or if not, don't do it. But you have about a minute to click on that little link, and if you do it, then you should be eligible. So if it doesn't work, I'll add you manually. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky. Mostly because it's a tiny little startup that is doing this project right now, and they're just trialing it. So if you guys want to trial it too and reach out to the founder of this project, he's a really nice guy. I've gotten on Zoom with him, and this is something that they're trying to beta test and figure out the I guess kinks and issues with it. But yeah, make sure that you click on the link, and if you don't, then we'll try again, you know? Let's see. My issued badges. Oh my gosh, I think it did not register for most folks, but we'll try one more time. I'll do this one more time. I don't know why it didn't like that. Yeah, customize. Yeah. All right. So while that's working, but yes, if you forget to click on the link or whatnot and you get worried about it, don't worry about it. You can just literally type in Rev into chat, and I think it should work. But anyway, let's get back to doing the art. Let's see here. So I think we have the terrain. I don't know if I need anything else. I mean, I'm gonna add more details with the terrain. Like I'll probably do some crumbly bits here. I think probably some big boulders, whatever that might be. It says your number is not permitted. You shouldn't be entering your phone number. Here, this is what I'll do. I'll go to issue badges, and I'm just gonna add your claim request. I'm just gonna copy and paste your name, Kaito, and you won't miss out. That's what I said earlier. I'm like, if you're not sure, just let me know, and I'll grab your name, and I can just literally copy and paste your name into it. It's just much easier if folks are able to do it right off the bat. But if you're not, that's okay. But yes, Kaito, you're on the list now, so you don't have to worry. Your Twitch name is on it, so once you can figure it out, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, if anyone else is having trouble, let me know. And I can also let the founder know. Yes. The reason why I don't just sit here and type everyone's name right off the bat, like I said, is it takes time to just sit here and not stream and do that. I should try to see if they'll allow mods to add folks, because that would be probably the best way. But yes, fret not, friends, if you couldn't figure it out. As long as you chatted in chat today, I should be able to grab your name and drop your name into it. If I actually, you know what, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. I'm going to just take a screenshot of the Pokemon in chat right now. That'll be the easiest way, I think. So let me just snip and take a photo of all of the Pokemon floating around, and that should get me the names of folks that I need to make sure are included. All right. I think in the background here, so what I'll probably do is, oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Kaito. Enjoy your workout. I know I think you're training for like marathons and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it was great to see you, and hope that you have a really good one. I have 20 minutes more of the stream before I myself need to go to the gym, so I'm going to try to burst through as much of this as I can. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do like a city backdrop back here. I'm just going to remind myself. I'm probably going to think those are mountains later, but that's just fine. Here, I'll just write city. That should work, right? That should remind me that this is going to be a city background. Cool. All right, do we get to doing the details now? Or maybe we start the details tomorrow. I will definitely say that It's mermaid, and I haven't done a single mermaid. I'm like having a moment of reflection right now where it's like I could have done a mermaid today, but instead I decided to practice hands, which I suppose should say enough about me and my relationship with mermaid, which I am still gonna try because I told Kaito I was gonna do 4, so I need to at least do 4. Jackson, you said relatable. I'm like, I told Kaito I was gonna do 4, so I need to do 4. But like, it's very clear about my relationship with mermaid in this moment. I'm like, I should, but I don't even like practicing, and I chose to practice my hands instead of drawing a mermaid. Ugh, it's like, that says enough about me. Meanwhile, Kaito and Leona, they're like just going ham on drawing the mermaids. Like, I need to step my game up. What is tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Where's the list? Oh, here we go. Leona says she's trying to keep up with Kaito. Yeah, we all are. we all are. Today is heartbreak. Oh yeah, that's. I'm not doing heartbreak. Like, tomorrow is celestial. I could do celestial, or I could wait to the 11th and I could do villain. Like, I could do a very villainous mermaid. Like, I don't know what she would look like. Celestial could be fun, though. I mean, something with clouds, and I'll pick one. If I don't do celestial tomorrow, then I'm for certain gonna do villain on the 11th. May the 11th be with you. Yeah, that doesn't work, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I think villain would be cool too. I agree, Jackson. Like, I hope you'll do May 15th horror. I don't know if I'm gonna do horror. Horror's not my strength, even though I enjoy horror art a lot. I don't think I would do celebrity either, although celebrity would be really funny. Like, imagine someone being like, Pedro Pascal as a mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Or like John Cena as a mermaid. That would actually be hilarious to do celebrity. I actually think it's really funny. Those are the first 2 celebrities that came into mind, so I don't know if that says anything at all about me. But when I was in New York last week, I was talking to my ex-boss, and celebrity fish puns. That's actually a really good one. Yeah, but I was in New York last week, and I was talking to my ex-boss, and he and I were walking on our way to our workshop, and he told me, he was like, I think we just walked by a celebrity. And I was like, who was it? And he was like, oh, it's this guy. And he was trying to tell me who the guy was from like a show, I think. He's like, it was a guy over there walking a dog. And I'm like, I would not recognize most celebrities in the wild. Like, it would have to be like John Cena level of celebrity for me to be like, wait a second, are you that person? Which is highly embarrassing. I have talked to many friends who they're like, they've had celebrity sightings throughout their life. They saw, like Norman Reedus at a Whole Foods in like Atlanta, or they saw Mindy Kaling somewhere in New York. Not me. I haven't seen anyone. Or if I have, I just simply didn't know they were a celebrity. I just thought they were another person, and yeah. So yeah, I haven't had my celebrity moment yet, or a celebrity that I recognize, I should say. I can't say it hasn't happened. I can just say that I don't remember it happening, I think is more accurate. So another thing with the Hekaton, and I'm going to do this before I head out to the gym for the day because I'm going to forget tomorrow, 100%, is... I think I showed the image, but he basically has these, he basically has these, like, I guess, like, a maze, a labyrinth on his fists on his gauntlets? Is that what it's called? So probably need to figure out what that is. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I'll lower this guy just for balance. And something like that. And then we do the other side, which is like, why do my both sides look very eerily similar to one another? Is it just because this is what labyrinths look like? But yeah, same idea. Same. The furthest, oh, interesting. The furthest you've ever gotten is just meeting people from your favorite bands. Are they big bands, or are they like more like indie bands of folks that you actually get a chance to meet and greet? That's interesting. I mean, I should ask, has anyone in chat had any sort of celebrity sighting before? Or if you hadn't had a celebrity sighting before, do you have any ideas for celebrity mermaid? Like, if you were to draw a celebrity as a mermaid, who would make an absolutely lovely mermaid? I still think it's so funny that I was like, Pedro Pascal or John Cena. That would be so funny, but I don't know, like, I don't know if that's what people would want. Like, I would not win any contests with that. I'm pretty sure the judges would be like, why did someone do this? Why? Like, if I were a judge, I'd be like, why did someone draw John Cena as a mermaid? Oh my god. I'm the only person who thinks it's funny, but I think it's so funny. Leona says, in my dream, I've had Denzel Washington as my father. Whoa. So what was that like for Dream You? Like, was it all you dreamt it to be? Sorry. Oh my god. I don't know. I apologize for me being awkward. I thought it was funny. And then we'll probably do something like, ooh, veins. Because this guy's super powerful or something. He's just got muscles. Muscles. And I should actually wait till tomorrow to do all of these detail work, because I'm not going to even use this marker for the coloring in. Like, I'm just not using this color. But I feel like I should just do a little bit more before I call it a day, because I am going to head out around 4 o'clock to go to the gym. So we are fastly approaching that time. Doop doop. We are very fastly approaching the time that I need to head out. So I'm just going to do some final touches, and then I think it is quite possible that I'll work on this a little bit tonight, because I do not think I'll finish it otherwise, but I think we made a lot of progress. Does this even look like what I showed earlier? Why am I drawing dots here? I feel like there needs to be dots on these hands for some reason. I don't know. That's where the digits are. That's why I'm drawing the dots. We need to draw a nail. Lost a fingernail here. Oh no, we have it. Yeah. Okay. Here is the Hekaton in all its glory. This is my quick single day rough sketch, which, like I mentioned, we'll move away from this ugly marker. So, day one sketch complete. And then tomorrow, I think, unless I do mermaid, I'll probably go back through with my favorite pen, which is the brush pen. Well, I shouldn't say it's the brush pen. It's my version adapted of the brush pen. And the reason why I like it is because of this lovely taper at the end. I actually feel like it would make a very good calligraphy brush. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Jackson, that's so good. Please, please. He said, I would love to see John Cena as a fish. Holy crap. Why did I? That was literally hanging right in front of me and I didn't even notice it. Oh my gosh. Does anyone have more like this? Oh, I feel like oh my gosh. I would love to see John Cena. Now I'm trying to think of another one. Like, anyone have one? Leona says, I felt like I was on cloud, I was on a cloud, nothing else mattered. Oh my gosh, Clump, I'm about to close off the stream. You're an hour and a half late. Nothing else mattered because he was my daddy, LOL. Oh my god, don't talk to me, my daddy is Denzel. Holy crap, that is amazing. Don't worry, Clump, there's still 8 minutes left. I'm closing down at 4, or 4 my time, so there's 7 minutes left. So if you want to toss some bombs with your little dude, he's still got time. But I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, and Thursday, same time. Oh, poor Clump. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Giant Sherman says, would be a cuttlefish for sure. Who? Who would be a cuttlefish? John Cena? Wait, you're saying John Cena would be a cuttlefish? Gosh, I was gonna post this on YouTube. I was gonna export this VOD on YouTube with this sick drawing of the Hekaton. But now I feel like whoever is going to watch this stream back is just going to hear us talking about John Cena as a mermaid. Like, I shouldn't mute the sound, right? I should leave it. Oh my god, stop, Jackson. You're too good at this. Pedro Pascal is funny in Spanish because pes means fish and pescado means caught fish. So yeah. Pedro Pascal, that's so funny. Can you just do Pedro Pescado? Is that okay? Is that too much? Is that too on the nose? That's too on the nose, isn't it? Clump says don't mute, it's entertaining. Okay, all right. I won't mute. That's actually so funny though. Wow. Goodness gracious. All right, do you have any more of those? Any? Hold on, y'all you got channel points? Yes, I do, but I didn't do anything for them yet. So I did not do any sort of customization for them yet. So I would say that I probably need to think about that. I think one thing that could be really fun, and I'm just brainstorming here, and I was actually chatting back and forth with one of the mods yesterday evening, and I was like, hey, what are some ideas I could do for channel points, and got some ideas that I need to play with. One idea I think it could be fun as a community redemption for points could be like chat draws. So like basically you guys tell me what we're gonna draw and we're gonna just co-create probably an abomination of an art piece. But I feel like we could do that. Like if you guys are like, give the anime character 4 eyes, and we're gonna give her 4 eyes, or give the person an extra hand, or she's holding I don't know, she's holding scissors in her hand, or I'm literally looking around my desktop. That could be something. When should we like drop everything and start drawing? That idea. But it would cost like 10K. I think those things would cost extremely high. I think it needs to be a group effort. Like the idea of the person that redeemed it. Yeah, we could do something like that. Drop everything and start drawing. I have to think about it. I'm not making any promises. I need to mull over the cost and whatnot. But yes, I think that is quite fair. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to redeem points for, let me know that what that might be. And yeah, you'll think about it. I appreciate that. I know you always think about things, Clump, and I appreciate the level of thought you always put into things. But yeah, so we are doing great in terms of progress. I think Leona made affiliate today. I think yesterday was my first affiliate stream, which was really exciting, and today's day 2. So we are just getting started here. We are just figuring it out. She did. Not hopefully she did. She did. She got the notification on her stream. Like, I think about 30 minutes before I started mine. She got it all set up. She pushed things through. You couldn't stay the whole stream. Oh, man. That's okay. I would expect, yeah, I would expect that soon enough. We'll have Jackson right behind us. I think he's 2 away from affiliate. So if folks want to hop over to Jackson's channel and help him out, we just need a push of 2 more folks. I think that's right. Let me know if that's wrong, Jackson. I think you just need 2 more folks. And then soon enough, also Kaito, who is a little bit more behind, but we'll get him there too. Yep, they do. Yes, awesome. All right, so yeah, but no worries, we'll get there. Yeah, we will get there. Oh, gosh, but you're so close, and I definitely want folks to know about your artwork. It's super cool, and I'm always super impressed every time I see you draw. Like, not like this abomination. Look at this. I struggled with hands, but I got a lot of hand practice, so I am happy about that. I think that repetition is super important, and so yeah, this is where we ended up today. And tomorrow, what I'll start to do is probably start tracing it, and then after that, well, I guess I could paint it, but I'm a terrible painter. I'm nowhere as good as Kaito is, so I'll have to think about if I'm gonna do my usual like thick line art and color it in. I think that's probably what I'll do. Anyway, Jackson says, thank you. Yes. And Clump says, practice makes progress. Yes, I actually agree with that. We strive for perfection, but practice absolutely makes progress, and any progress, big or small, should be celebrated. All right, so we are a minute out before I'm going to head out here. So first off, I just wanted to say thanks again for stopping by. Thank you, Leona, for the raid. Appreciate you dropping in with the party. That was super awesome. Another shout out again. I think the last sub and the last follow happened off stream yesterday. So thank you, Tatame, for the latest sub, and Tan Vigil for the latest follow. I think we're at technically 5 subs since yesterday, which is super awesome. So shout out again to Giant Sherman, Rucifer, Chato. I think Giant Sherman gifted Leona a sub, and then Tatame. So I feel like I'm feeling optimistic. I really am liking the progress that's being made, and of course, hoping that I'm sending the positive manifesting vibes to all the rest of you guys, so you can also be excited about your next step forward. All right, I am gonna sign out and get ready to head to the gym. We will continue on with this tomorrow, and I will see all of you all probably, if not on your next stream, my next stream, or vice versa, whichever one that might be. All right, I'll chat with you all soon. All right, take care. Have a great day. Bye.